Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, the Digital Institute of Computing Technology. In this presentation, we will have discussion on the topic, the flow control statements in C. The if statement allows you to execute a block of code only if a specified condition is true. Example. In this example, the program checks if the number is greater than 0 and prints a message if the condition is true. In this case, number has been initialized to 5, and in the if condition we check if number is greater than 0, and if it is true we print positive. So since number is 5, number greater than 0 will be true, and hence positive is printed. So the output of the program is positive. The if-else statement provides an alternative block of code that executes if the condition in the if statement is false. In this case, the number has been initialized to a value -5, and the if condition is checking if number is greater than 0, which will turn out to be false, and hence the else part will execute and the program will output negative. Next, the if-else if ladder allows multiple conditions to be checked sequentially. This example extends the logic to also check if the number is positive, negative, or 0. Number is initialized to 0, and we are checking if number is greater than 0 or less than 0. But in this case, since number is 0, both the conditions will fail and the last else condition will hit and the program will print 0. The switch statement. It is used for selecting one of many code blocks to execute based on the value of an expression. It's useful when you have multiple cases to handle. Example. In this example, number has been initialized to a value 0, and we are running the switch block with number as the expression. The program uses switch to handle specific cases for number 0, 1, or -1, with a default case for any other values. Since the number is 0 in this case, the first case matches and the program outputs 0. Similarly, we can assign a value 1, -1, or -5 to the variable number and check other cases. In case if the value is 1, the second case will hit case 1. If the value is -1, the third case will hit case -1. For -5, the default case will hit and the program will print an error. Next, the goto statement. The goto statements are used to transfer control to a label statement. Example. In this example, goto is used to jump to a specific label based on the value of the number. Number is assigned a value 5, and we are doing similar checks here. If number is less than 0, we want to go to negative label. If the number is equal to 0, we want to go to the 0 label. Else, we would want to go to the positive label. At each of this label, we have a print statement to print the corresponding message. Negative for a negative label, 0 for a 0 label, and a positive for a positive label. In this case, since the value of the number is 5, control will go to the label positive and the program will print positive. Similarly, if the number takes a value 0 or any positive value, the control will reach to the respective label. Now, all these conditional constructs which enables a program to break the normal flow based on a certain condition. Now, let's discuss loops. What are loops? Loops will enable a program to repeat the execution of a block of code for a finite number of times or until a particular condition is reached. Example, a for loop. The for loop may be used to run the loop specific number of times. As in this case, so here this program prints whether a number is positive or negative. The for loop is traversing the numbers from -10 to +10. If the number is 0, we want to skip it. So we are using a continuous state. If number is 7, we want to stop our loop. So we are using a break statement. And before a break, we are printing the message breaking the loop. If the number is other than 0 or 7, the loop continues and prints the message whether the number is positive or negative. This example is to illustrate how to execute a block of code multiple times. This loop starts with -1 and terminates when the number 7 is encountered. It skips if the number has a value 0. It terminates the loop if the number has a value 7. The numbers 8, 9 and 10 are never processed in this case because the loop breaks when it encounters the value 7. Continue. Skips the rest of the loop iteration. Break. Exits the loop or switch statement. Continue statement is used to skip the processing of an iteration based on some condition. In the last example, we skipped further processing when the value of I was 0. If I is equal to 0, continue. We'll skip the rest of the code in the loop. Similarly, the break statement is used to exit the loop or a switch statement. While and do while loops will also function similarly, but with a little change in syntax. The while loop loops while a particular condition is true, whereas a do while executes the code block at least once, then it loops until the condition is true. Hope you liked and enjoyed the presentation. Remain connected with us by subscribing to this channel for latest updates on this channel. Thank you.